Good morning everyone and welcome to the video lecturer part 7 on FEM. So in the first module we have completed so many varieties of a problem with the help of elimination method as well as a penalty method of handling the boundary condition. So today we will see another variety of a problem in the solution of a 1D bar, that is some initial displacement will be given. Okay, so in that kind of a problem, let us solve with the help of elimination method as well as penalty method of handling the boundary condition. So here this is the question number 12. Consider the bar shown in the figure. An axial load of 60 kilonewton is applied at its midpoint. Using the elimination method and the penalty method of handling boundary condition, determine the nodal displacements and support reactions. So this is the displacement is given at the node 3. Okay, so this node 3 can have the maximum displacement of 0.12 mm. Okay, not more than this. So this is already given data and node 1 is fixed. So with the help of elimination method, if we solve, simply this is known and this is known, simply we need to find out the displacement at the midpoint. Okay, so let us see. And the area is given 250 mm square and Young's modulus is 200 GPa. So first step is to FE model. So here they have modeled like this. So this is the node 1, node number 2, node number 3, and this is the support. Okay, so this support can yield the node 3 displacement up to 0.12 mm. Okay, so Young's modulus are given and area which are same for both of the elements. Okay, so now elemental stiffness matrix, which is K is equal to AE by L 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. So here they have found out the elemental stiffness matrix for both the elements. Okay, element number 1, element number 2, and both element will give us the same result because area is same, Young's modulus is same, and lengths are also same. Hence we get a same solution for both of the elements. Then global stiffness matrix. You know how to merge these two matrix to get the resultant matrix, that is global stiffness matrix. So you just solve this. Then global nodal displacement vector. There are how many displacements? See, this is the first node, one displacement, second node and third node. There are three nodes and hence the three displacements. Okay, q1, q2, q3, that we need to find out. Now using the elimination method of handling the boundary condition, let us solve this problem with the help of elimination method first, then we will go to the penalty method in the same problem. Okay, so now there is a slight change in the global force vector whenever the displacement is already given. Okay, see, if the this fixed support is here, then we would have solved by taking this and this 0, then only we would have found out the displacement at the node 2. But here node 3 displacement, that is q3, is already a given one. Hence there is a slight change in the force vector, that is you have to note it down. That is earlier it was just f1, f2, f3. Now it is f1 minus k13a3. This is k23a3. This is k33a3. What is this k13, k23, k33 and a3? So here in the stiffness matrix, see, this is a stiffness matrix K. K13 is nothing but the element which is having a first row and third column. Okay, 2 3 is nothing but second row, third column. First subscript indicates row and second subscript indicates a column. And similarly K33 is nothing but this value. And what is this A3? A3 is nothing but the maximum displacement which is given, that is 0.12, that is here. Okay, so this is the slight modification we have done in the force vector. Then equilibrium condition, let us put K, Q and F here. KQ is equal to F. Okay, So see here, yeah, substituting the value of k, q and f we get. Okay, so before substituting, let us eliminate the first row, first column, and third row, third column, because we know that first node is 0 and third node is 0.12. So wherever the displacements are already known, you have to eliminate that particular row and that particular column. So that is why let us eliminate first row, first column, because q1 is 0, and let us eliminate third row, third column also, because the displacement at the third node is already known, right? So now only we are left with 6.66, this element. Okay, first row, first column, third row, third column. If you delete, you will get only this element, that is 6.66 into 10 to the power 5 into q2 is equal to this value, f2 minus k23. f2 is already given 60 kilonewton, that is 60 into 10 to the power 3, minus k23a3. What is k23? See here, this is second row, third column. So this value, this is what, k23 minus 3.33 into 10 to the power 5. See here, minus 3.33 into 10 to the power 5 into displacement is 0.12. This is a given data. So if you multiply and divide this value, you will get a displacement which is 0.15 mm. Okay, so now the displacement vectors are q1 is 0 as it is a fixed support, then 0.15 is the q2, and 0.12 q3 is already a given one. Then how to find the support reactions? See, as I have already told you that equilibrium equation, in the equilibrium equation condition, E is equal to sign if you replace it by negative sign. Okay, E is equal to sign if you replace it by a subtraction sign here, then that will be reaction supports. Then how to get this value? Multiply this value. See, you know how to multiply the matrix multiplication, row into column. Okay, so just see, this is what 3 by 3 stiffness matrix. This is 3 by 1 stiffness matrix. If you multiply, 3 get cancels, you will get 3 rows, 1 column. That 3 row 1 column will be like this, 3 rows and 1 column. The resultant matrix will be like this. Then if you subtract this minus this, this minus this, this minus this, you will get the reaction supports. Clear? Okay, so this is how you can find out the displacement and reaction supports. If the stress is also we need to find, then just go for the formula. Fine. So second method is the penalty method of handling the boundary condition. So you know what is the change you have to modify here is the maximum of Kij you need to find out. Then you have to add wherever the displacements are known. So here identify what is the maximum value in the stiffness matrix, that is 6.66 into 10 to the power 5. That value multiplied by 10 to the power 4. Then this value you need to add where the displacements are known to you. K11 and K33 you need to add to the first row, first column, and third row, third column. Then again there is a slight change in the force vector in the case of penalty method also. That is the formula F1 plus CA1, F3 plus CA3, F2 as it is, because this load is already a given and it is at the center point. That's why here you don't know any displacement value. That's why F2 keep as it is. Then F1 plus CA1. See, F1 there is 0 and A1 definitely 0. A1 is nothing but a Q1. Q1 we know that it is 0, hence plus 0 plus 0 is 0 only. F2 given data which is 16 to 10 to the power 3 Newton. Then F3 plus CA3. F3 is not given, so keep it 0. Then C is this value, maximum of Kij into 10 to the power 4. Then A3 is nothing but what? Q3, that is displacement which is a given data. Multiply, then you will get this value. Then now take the K, Q and F value. Then on simplification, how will you simplify? With the help of 3 equation and 3 unknowns, you will get Q1, Q2 and Q3 value. Then tabulate it like this. Okay. Then reaction supports. See how we had found the reaction supports in case of normal figures like simple bar, stepped bar, where the maximum displacement is not given. That time we would have taken only minus C into Q1, minus C into Q3. But here the formula is minus C into Qi minus Ai. It is a generalized formula. If you want to apply for a first element, that is reaction at support node 1, then minus C into Q1 minus A1. Fine. And if you want to apply for node 3, Q3 minus A3. So see here, C is the maximum of Kij value, then Q1 is the displacement which you have got right now, and A1 is already a given, that is 0 because fixed end. So this value is the reaction support at node 1. Then reaction at 3, support 3, minus C into Q3 minus A. Q3 you have got just now minus 0.12, and A3 is already a given data, minus 0.12. So slightly value will get the reaction 3 is minus 10016.64 Newton. So this is the way to calculate the nodal displacements and support reaction with the help of elimination method as well as penalty approach. Okay.